Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to MYVIRGINKITCHEN.com. Today I am going to be making a funky pudding, toffee apple pudding to be precise. It's been a nice day. I've gone out, I've cut my grass. You know, it's looking all trim and nice. Not to say that I haven't got myself a little leg injury, look at that. Woo! That was me having a little bit of a fight with the strimmer, and the strimmer won. So there we go. Yeah, so what I've got is a dish, which is quite deep, and I've greased it. I've put a little bit of butter on there to grease it. I'm gonna say grease, you know what I mean, like this. Yeah. So anyway, 2 mixing bowls as well. Some apples, hence it's a toffee apple pudding. I've got 3 there. What I'm gonna do is peel them and then core them and slice them. And I bought a really cool thing today. It's not a corer, it's like, well, it's more than that. It's this thing here, right? Basically, you put that on the apple and push down, and not only does it core it, but it slices it as well. So if I use this thing, it's conveniently shaped like an apple as well, merge that with the power of the standard peeler, and it should do it all for me. Anyway, you need 200 mils of milk, a tablespoon of baking powder, an egg which you're going to beat, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 140 grams of brown sugar, 140 grams of white sugar, 100 grams of self-raising flour, some hazelnuts, and 85 grams of butter. And the first thing I'm going to do is work on my apples and use that core thing and beat my egg. So I'm going to get on and do that, and yeah, let's get going. Woo! Right here then guys, the egg has been beaten. There we go. I did it in a bigger bowl and I've just transferred it to that, so that's all yolky and funky. I have shaven one of my apples. I've got 3 out at the moment, but it needs to be enough to sort of layer the bowl at the bottom. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on here. Well, I'll stand it up in a minute. Get my funky device thing and let's give it a go. Stand it up on there. Right, so let's push down. Wow, that's pretty cool. Almost like a little flower effect there. And if these fall down as well, wow, it's almost like art. As you can see, it's actually cored it as well, I think. That's pretty cool. So there we go, got my apple slices. I can trim those down a little bit more if I want. I think I probably will. And there's the apple core as well. So that is a pretty cool invention. And I bought that for like 50p today. Anyway, I'm going to do that with the last couple of apples and spread them out on the dish on the bottom. Funky. Okay guys, I've gone to work on the apples even more. I've got a knife out and cut them nice and thinly. That should be enough definitely now to put on my greaseproof dish. Anyway, what you need to do now is get a bowl, get a tablespoon of baking powder, plonk that in the bowl like so. Get your white sugar, plonk that in the bowl as well. Look at this sprinkling effect like snow. Cool. That's that. A little bit of salt. And your self-raising flour. Plonk that in there as well. See that? There you go. Get a little wooden spoon like this and give it a stir around all together so it's all funky. Alright, there we go, I'm giving that a good stir, and that looks like, you know, just like flour, I guess, or an illegal substance, I don't know. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look. Another bowl. Get your butter. Plonk that in there. Like a teaspoon of a vanilla extract. Vanilla. Teaspoon of that in there. That's cool. Your milk. 200 mils of milk. Pour that in. Oh, see? Nice. And also your beaten egg. Oh, nice. Alright, cool. So, again, just mix that together. Okay, so the majority of that mixed together, the butter's still thick, but what you do now is grab your other powdery mixture and just pour that all in, like that, and stir it all in until it makes a nice thick batter. So the butter should blend in with this anyway. So I'm going to start to do that now. So keep doing that until you get a nice batter anyway. Cool. Okie dokie then guys, this is where we're at. I've just got the apples and put them into a lovely formation there in the oven proof dish. I hope you'll agree. There's the batter looking all funky, which we're going to pour over there in a minute. What you need is to get 250 mils of water onto boil. We're going to mix that in with the sugar in a minute to make the topping. It sounds a bit odd what we're going to do, but we'll go with it, okay? So first of all, put your batter mix on top of the apples, alright? Okay guys, my kettle's just about to boil, but I've just put the batter mix on there. As you can see, there's a few cheeky apples popping out there, but it's all good, they'll be fine anyway. So what you're going to do now is get your brown sugar, put it in a jug, stir it together, with the boiling water, okay? So all you got to do is mix that in, and then we're going to pour it over the batter mix. I know that sounds odd, but apparently that's the way it goes. I don't really know, but there we go. Kettle is boiled. Annoying sound, I know. So 250 ml is going to go in there. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to pour my sugar in there with it. I'm going to give that a blooming good stir around, okay? So I better do that now, because as you can see, it's separated. Look at that. Weird. Right here then, guys, that is what we're left with. Kind of looks like a gravy. I've given it a blooming good stir, and all we're going to do, apparently, is pour it on there. So let's do that. Kind of hope this is right, but that's going to hopefully be like the base of the toffee. So what you need to do finally is grab your nuts and sprinkle them on top. So I'm going to do that. Hey, voila, there we go. Hazelnuts are on there. So I've got an oven that's preheated to gas mark 4. We're going to plonk that in there for 40 minutes. And about 20 minutes in, I'm going to give it a turn around, okay? Okay guys, it's been almost like 55 minutes, a little bit longer than the 40 minutes advertised by myself. So let's get out of the oven and see what it looks like. Oh wow, there we go guys. You can see the toffee is actually bubbling around the edge. That looks unbelievable and it smells lush. I'm gonna let that cool down and get some Ben & Jerry's ice cream out. Ben & Jerry's is the best in the world, you know, everyone knows that. Have that alongside it, so we'll serve it up in a minute and see what it looks like. Yeah. Hey, voila, that is what it looks like. The ice cream is melting really quickly because of the sheer heat coming out of it. Let's give it a little try. That's really nice. Nice and caramelly and hot and moist and all that posh words that all the chefs use on the telly. So I really recommend that. I say put it in the oven a little bit longer than 40 minutes, but have a go for yourself. If I can do that, anyone can, and I'll see you next time. Bye.